What's up there guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Seafarer. So in the last episode we wrapped up the tutorials. In this episode we're going to get started by selecting a faction, and I'm going to go with the Crescentport logistics. So I'm going to select here and actually just make a start with this one. So we've unlocked some experience points by the looks of things, and then now we are currently into uncharted territory, as in this is now let's play material. I'm not going to be giving any tutorials from this point on. Everything that you see is going to be me playing this part of the game for the first time, so please do grab yourself a drink. Let's hit the waters. Alright then, so Teddy's starting off by telling us here, congratulations on passing the training. So let's press F to get started. Have you given any thoughts to your next jobs? I could use your help with the container delivery for Crescentport logistics. Well, I guess that's what we're going to be doing, seeing as we've unlocked that part. I'll be waiting for your decision. Well, I guess now we're going to be selecting a job then. So let's have a look. So it did say there that we could potentially swap between the two factions and go for some of the police options as well, but in this instance let's see what it's got to say here. So it's saying chapter 1, helping hands. The first campaign job is now available. You can check the map anytime to find out which port to visit to continue the campaign. So we're going to be jumping around by the sounds of things. Teddy is waiting for you in Mettington. In the meantime you can take on various jobs and explore the world. So he's waiting for us in Mettington. What does that mean for us then? If we press I for story. Well, that doesn't really tell us a great deal. It's just a bit of a backstory. Where is Teddy? Where are we? Are we actually in Mettington currently? So we are here, but it doesn't tell us where we are. What's this? Sandom, and I think that we possibly currently are in Mettington. I mean, it should be pretty obvious, right? I'm sure there's something on screen that's told us. Oh yeah, there we go. It kind of flicked on there for a second. There we go, Mettington. So that's exactly where we are. So, what do we need to do? Do we need to talk to Teddy? It says there's like a red marker on the screen. Is that anything? See, this is me trying to figure things out now. So, do we just need to go back into the tablet and start a job then? Because I don't see Teddy anywhere. So, chapter 1, helping hands. So Teddy here is currently waiting for us here, and he needs to do a job. He needs some help with that. And it's 100 XP, and I guess this is credits, right? I think that's what we got when we started there. So it's saying fast travel is disabled during the job. Okay, we'll press F to accept. See what's going to happen now. So we've got a cinematic. So this is obviously story based stuff. Let's see what's happening now then. Not a great deal. There's a boat coming in. And just while we're watching this, obviously I've switched off the music just to avoid any copyright strikes, but we are obviously maybe doing a bit of dock action here. So I was checking out some of the Steam Next Fest jobs, and I was checking out a game called Docked actually, which is all about crane driving. Anyway, saying so glad we're doing this together. So he's got the start of his own company. We'll press F. For the time being we are working together. Okay, of course. The order is an important delivery to Crescentport directly in front. Baptism of fire, blah blah blah. Yes, blah blah blah. Okay, ferry has been loaded in record time. All you do is get behind the wheel and drive. Oh well, that's good. So who's this fella? Is this the fella who's just on about? Who's this lad? So he's a specialist. The first day is hard for us all, but you're not here for nothing. If you steer a ferry, if you've steered a ferry before this task, it should be no problem for you. There's a bloke down there as well. Okay. So does this enable us to access the crew screen from now on then? Who's this fella? Boatswain. Okay, let's see on this then. So if we go to the tab, we can then go crew. Crew is unlocked at level 3, so that's for our own crew. And this is also highlighted here. Meaning what? Compendium. Mettington. Doesn't do anything though. So we've collected, I guess, the fact that we've been there. And that's about it, really. Right, let's get cracking with this. I don't think there's anything else that we need to do at this point. Although, obviously, actually, if we went to fleet, we'll be able to see here that we have got the boat, obviously, but we don't have any parts or anything. Now, it does say there that we can increase some of these parts. We could have an echo sounder there as well. We've got 5,000 credits, so should we buy some of these things? Is that going to stay with us, or does it apply only to this boat? Maybe if we just buy a couple of things. Just maybe like 2 of each, because in that introductory tutorial, I think we used 2 of each of those things. Maps, binoculars, radar. I guess we could upgrade. I think that's probably why the radar's only so short then. So the radar is only 0.2 nautical miles. So if you upgrade the radar there, does that improve it? Oh, we can't actually do anything to improve that at the moment. So let's just exit out of there. Well, I guess we're just driving then. So we are sailing to Crescentport. Let's get the door closed if we can. Wow. Right, let's get this baby under control then. So, let's throw on lights. I'm assuming the anchor's up. Are we undocked? Yes, we are. Are we floating? So one thing I did want to mention actually is the fact that in the last episode I mentioned that I didn't know how to control the engines on this boat separately, the front and rear. Well, I actually asked on the Steam forum, on the discussion boards, and a number of people were very kind and pointed out exactly how you do it. So you can turn the engines obviously with the the D and the A key like that, which obviously allows you to turn. So if it's pointed like that, obviously, if you then apply, it turns like that. But what happens if you want to move sideways? Because you can't do that, because every time you turn the motors, they turn in the opposite direction, the front and the rear, so that you actually are able to turn the boat like that. You can also use Q to straighten them back up again. If you want to turn sideways, so you use the mouse buttons basically if you're playing on keyboard and mouse. So you can then, by using the left mouse button, that enables the top motor. So say you want to go to the right, let's set that one like that, and then the rear we'll also set those the same direction like that using the right mouse button. So that should make us go sideways, at least to a certain degree, although there's more power obviously at the rear because we've got 2 motors. So what you could do is set the rears to maybe half like that, and then set the top one to full. And I was thinking that might counter might counter what's happening, and that is actually a bit too much at the front now. So let's increase the rear. Maybe set that about there. So it's a balancing act. And that's us now moving sideways. So yeah, that's basically how you do it anyway. Let's get going forward. So we are heading to Crescentport. And yeah, that must have been a bug in the previous videos. So when I mentioned there that when I was loading and unloading the containers that they didn't highlight, well, they certainly did when I played it in the video. When I played that tutorial mission in the video, they certainly did highlight. So not entirely too sure what all that was about. But anyway, we're heading out of here and we are heading to Crescentport, wherever that may be. I'm hoping this mission isn't going to be too long. Wow, where is it? So it's down there. Right, well we'll let's get turned, get ourselves out of this port, and then we'll set a route. I did say in the previous episode there that it would be awesome if you could set an autopilot, and I'm not entirely too sure if you can do that. If anybody knows, please do let me know in the comment section. This is a longer journey, this one though, so we'll obviously be doing our best. It's actually highlighted where we're going, but I'll also set a route so that we can follow a line, which would be a lot easier. Obviously we've got the radar over here, which is telling us what's around us, but it's only 0.2 nautical miles, so I do hope that you can upgrade that in time. Let's just get ourselves out of here, and then we can align ourselves with Crescentport. But yeah, I mean, we don't have a great deal of containers on the back, to be fair. I don't know whether there's different sized vessels you can get for this sort of cargo side of things. So a quick look in the fleet. So we've got obviously Herbert at the moment for our use. I don't know, is that all there is? 6 boats, doesn't seem like a great deal. And obviously we've utilised these first 2 here. We could unlock this one really, to be fair, if we wanted to. But yeah, let's come out with there for the time being. Those other vessels there directly in front of us are right in the way of where we're going. We've got a bit of a wind. I don't know whether 3 meters a second wind is whether that's powerful or not. So he's saying there that sorry, that's our coach, isn't it, from the previous mission there. She's saying that she expects us before nightfall, so let's keep it on full power really across here. So what I'll do is have a quick look on the map then and just determine our direction here, if we can move this down a bit. So it's down here. Wow, that is quite the distance. So are we better off heading straight through here or around? I don't know. We'll click here anyway. I'm not going to press the left mouse button there. So really we want to be pretty much straight there like that, and then we can kind of swing in. Whoops, I want to delete that one. That was an accident. So let's clear route, and then we'll add waypoint and head there. So that tells us actually 35 minutes and resource consumption. I'm not too sure which one that is. Is that fuel then? Or is that water? It must be water. Not too sure what each one of those represent, to be fair. But I guess we'll have to do some sort of servicing when we get there. But yeah, let's follow this line anyway. So we're sort of on it now. We're heading out into deep waters sooner or later. Not quite yet. And yeah, this is the thing, isn't it? I mean, what are we actually doing now? Apart from just keeping them moving. I guess, can we employ somebody to drive for us? I think that is an option as you go, you know. What am I doing here? Am I stuck? What happened there? Right, let's exit that seat. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so he's saying the same thing. Is this fella going to get behind the wheel? Alright, just saying the same thing, basically repeating what he already said. I don't know whether this is real time or not. I guess it is because it's showing our speed. We've entered the Gulf of something. I didn't quite see what that was. Gulf of Craigshire. What's that? Oh, it's just literally a marker. Engines defective. Engine condition does not permit further travel. Right, so this is something that we kind of expected, isn't it? I haven't played this, but let's go teleportation point, engines. Let's go have a look. Resources are provided for this job. Well, that's great because we spent some money on them. So let's hit F. So it looks like there's a chemical degradation. Okay, temperature on that side is bad. Now, let's have a quick look here. So, we have got more resources than what we bought. So that's good, it looks like we have kept them. So, let's have a look. So, I was thinking it'd be oil, but I guess we do need to put oil in. Let's do that. Right, that's done. Air filter. Replace that. That one's fine actually by the looks of things. Oil level's fine there. What's this? Coolant. So that's the temperature problem. And that's everything resolved there by the looks of things. Let's go and check the screens, although we are getting greens there. Green markers over to the right. So filters are fine, temperature's fine, so I'm going to teleport back to... we'll go back to the... Oh, I was going to say a bridge, but anyway I've clicked on the wrong thing. Never mind, we'll head up here. Let's get hold of this wheel again. We'll need to steer ourselves in the right direction. Gone off course quite a bit there. It's a shame you guys couldn't grab the wheel while I was down there fighting fires. See, I was all ready for action there. I had my components already purchased, ready for the game to throw, you know, trouble my way. But, yeah, it totally wasn't necessary in the end. The parts were provided for us, so all good with that. We'll just straighten up a bit. So yeah, so one thing that we can do actually, if I just exit this quickly, we could take a look at the, if you go down to the deck, and then that's down to the engine room, but what I wanted to do here is actually have a quick look and see what it looks like from the rooms, you know, the cabins, should I say. So there we go. So it's a shame we can't duck down. I don't know, can we? No. So that's what it looks like. That's what your view's like from this room, from this cabin. And then from this one, it's a similar thing. Another door there, it doesn't open, but yeah, there we go. There's the view from there. Anyway, I just thought I'd have a quick look at that, just out of interest. Let's get back behind the wheels, see if we're nice and straight. I'll just turn a little bit now. There we go. Yeah, we'll just try and keep it nice and straight now. So, where are we? So we've barely made any progress at all. Wow, this is going to take forever. Alright, well, we'll do it. Drifting again. It's going to take longer the more we drift, so we'll just try and keep it nice and straight, really. I suppose this is the thing, isn't it? It's kind of, do you want the long haul drive, you know, or do you want the shorter jobs? I guess the police jobs would be the shorter ones. So the way that we're aligned there, we're sticking to the line, but obviously the port itself is slightly off to the side. So it's once we get here really we're going to turn, or as we approach we'll do a bit of a turn as well. I mean, visually this game is really nice to look at. I mean, look at that. Just get rid of the hood for a sec. That is very nice. See if it'll let me capture a screenshot. I think you can do it with F12. There we go. I don't know where they go. Could obviously try the usual method of Shift Alt and S. But what I don't want to do with this game, I've noticed it a couple of times, it switched from full screen mode and it switched to a smaller resolution, which really is not what you want when you're trying to record a video. The problem with that is there's no way to recover lost footage with this game because the game auto saves and there's no way of loading a previous save game in. So what I'm saying is now, say for example I lost the start of this video for some reason, I would have to just replay the entire game again to get back there, and then maybe, you know, record from that point on, which, you know, I probably wouldn't do with this game. Alright, it looks like we've got another engine problem here. So let's go see what it is. Okay, so there's a fuel filter, I think. Yeah, fuel filter is causing problems. Temperature isn't too bad. High temperature on that side again. Right, let's go and see what the crack is then. So, again, we're checking the oil on this side. Did we put oil in this side before? I think we did, didn't we? Right, there's oil back in. Fuel filter swapping out. Air filter should be fine. What, we've replaced it? We've just done it. Okay. This side. Air filter is good. Oil is required. And all the while we're drifting like massively off course, I think. Oh no, we're not, we're still on it. So this is the coolant then, on this side. So there we go, that's in. Now that's everything now. So again, a little bit of work to be done down here. And we might as well walk our way up. We're still on course, I think, so have a bit of a wander down here. Head up to the deck. And here we are. Alright, let's have a quick glance. Oh, there's another fella here. Oh, it's quite nice at the front here. Still a decent way to go though. I mean, okay, so I'm thinking if the game's going to give us enough... Can we go up here? No. So I'm thinking if the game's going to give us enough parts for this level, that no, we're not going to have any further engine issues. Because we've used the parts that the game gave us. Right, so we're passing this island. So I'm hoping that there's going to be some time skipped here, because this would be a very long journey otherwise. It looks like we are getting a bit of a time skip going, so that's good. I'm grateful for that, to be honest with you. Wow, I thought we were going to have to drive that entire way. We were only about a quarter of the way there then. Are we docking here then? Is this? Have we made an arrival? Looks like we have. Wow, that is much better than what I was expecting there. Oh yeah, we're right there. So let's start to get ourselves ready to go in there. Looks like there's quite a few boats here though. Got a nice lighthouse as well, which is a nice touch. So I wonder if that's the headquarters that they were talking about, the Crescentport headquarters. Yeah, not too sure where we're docking, but we're heading over there anyway. Man, I can't tell you how grateful I am that they've put us skip in there, because wow, that would have just taken so long. So it's saying 2 minutes to arrive at this point. So that's really not too bad at all, and completely manageable compared with what I thought it was going to be, like 35 minutes from that point. I'm assuming that that's real time, because it did look like it was counting down in real seconds. Alright, we're getting closer now, so that is awesome. Yeah, I'm not entirely too sure how long we're going to be. It just seems to take a very long time. Obviously, this is water, isn't it? So of course that's the case. It's not rail. The shadows are making it look weird, to be honest with you. So I've noticed when you're coming into a port that you have two lights. You've got a green and a red. I mentioned this in the last episode. So we've got the let's see if I can have a quick look here. So we've got the green one there, and the red one is there. So that kind of gives you an idea of what you're doing. Okay, we've unlocked a few things. That's good. Unlocked a bunch of stuff. A good ship needs a good crew. You can hire specialists on every port to build your own crew. Some larger vessels even need a crew to depart. These specialists can do various small tasks for you. Well, small tasks is good if you have people who are going to help. So we're doing repairs or driving, I guess, as well, maybe, so you could take a break. Oh, not another defective engine, are you joking? Alright. So it sounds like they're not too happy about us having another accident. Must be an old defective boat, this one. So I think it might be a tugboat job here, by the looks of things. Right, are we going on the tugboat now then? Which would be miraculous, wouldn't it, for us to be able to shift across like that? Looks like we are. Right, let's go. So what are we doing? Navigate to the vessel. Request the messenger line and pick it up. So do we need to turn around though, so that we're alongside the vessel? Do we have lights on here? Some, but not all. There we go. That's better, isn't it? So likewise with the tugboat, by the way, you can control the engine separately by using the right and left mouse button. So left and right. So yeah, you can do that if you want to. Are we going to... Does it matter whether we go forward or backwards here? I guess I'm going to reverse up, really. Probably the wrong thing to do. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I guess going forward would have been the easiest, right? And I can't help but think maybe this winch at the front here, something which we're going to be using. But mind you, there is one at the back as well. Right, okay. Navigate to the marked area on the hull of the client ship. On deck, move to the winch and press F. Oh, I think that's F or clicking. Right, let's get ourselves docked up here first. Are we just about there? Oh, there we go. It's let us do it there. So here we are on the deck now. This fella's throwing this over. That's good. Pick this up. And we're going to attach that to there. Are we? Oh, there we go. That's done. Pass the tow line using the winch control. Tow line is stored on the winch. Tug captains can operate from the bridge. there we go, that's getting tightened up now. Right, okay. Tow the client ship to the designated location. Right, so we then interact with the joystick to release the boat. So let's get a move on. Wow, that's pretty impressive, to be honest with you. That's pretty impressive. Look at that big boat behind us coming with us. It just, yeah. The bridge in the background as well looks really good. Alright, so it's not actually there we're going, it's over there. Yeah, so we're going in over there, so let's focus on that. Obviously this tugboat though is even slower than the cargo vessel, so it's like, you know, we are very much doing a time consuming role here. This is a lot of time though. I mean, I do have to say this is we're on full power here. This takes a lot of you. This is a lot of time, this game, even with that skip. I mean, we are moving at a snail's pace. If we plan a waypoint there, well, it won't let us do it, as usual. But I just wanted to see how long it expects us to do this for, like time-wise, to get to where we want to be here. So our course is good. We're angled slightly off, but we're actually heading straight for where we want to be. I love the fact that other boats are, like, you know, moving around as well in the background and stuff. So is that the headquarters? Yeah, I mean, it does look quite nice, to be fair. Some of the, I mean, look at the people there. That looks a bit weird. It looks like a tiny village, you know, like We've got a few here in the UK, especially in Great Yarmouth, where you remember visiting there when I was a kid, and you kind of see these miniature villages. That's exactly what that looks like. Yeah, so some of the scenery, some of the scenes are a bit weird. Who's beeping at us? What do you want? We're busy here. Give him a little. You can wait exactly where you are. We're doing some important business. We're conducting business here. Transacting business, right. Turn a bit here. Bit of a current here. Our friend's getting to go by now. That's good. As we pass under the bridge. Yeah, nice city shot that. Pity we can't zoom out a bit and see a bit more of it, but still pretty nice to be fair. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't find those separate engine controls in the last video. To be fair, I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't spot that. If I just clicked the mouse button I would have seen it, but I guess not. Who's beeping at us now? Alright, well that's where we're docking I think, even though it isn't highlighted, so I guess it's because we're not actually docking, are we? We're just pulling this to this particular point, and hopefully at that point we'll be alright. So let's start to turn a bit. Alright, so we're pulling this vessel pretty close to the edge here, but we do want to get it in here and get the point hit, and hopefully we'll get paid something. Not too sure. I would imagine we'll get the full payment because we completed the story mission, and I think that's what we're going for, isn't it? So maybe just come out from here a little bit, because we're probably just a little bit too close now. She's drifting a bit close there. There we go, we've rescued that before things went wrong. Just about there though. I don't know whether we'll need to do anything else once we get here. It just tells us to tow it to the designated area, so that's what we're doing. Okay, we're drifting a tiny bit out. Just don't want to be too far out. We want to hit this point, and then we'll see what happens next. just about there now. I'm excited. It couldn't come any quicker, to be honest with you. Let's see. Ah, we've got to put her in. Okay. Alright, it's saying release the tow line. This one. Are we docking? Oh, it's trying to dock us. We don't want to dock. Please clear the marked area. Which we've done. Wow, that is dramatic. That was a dramatic ending. There we go, we made it. So it now just needs to be unloaded, right guys? So unload the twist locks, sorry, unlock the twist locks and unlock the lashes. Wow, this is some sort of other level of time consuming activity this. Well, at least they're highlighted though. So there's 20 twist locks and 6 lashings, so that's not too bad. 2, 3, 4. So there's 4. Okay, it's not that one. It'll be these ones at this end. So there's 2 lashings done. Okay. These ones by the looks of things. Okay, and then these ones. And then it'll be at the other end, won't it, of this same set. Alright, so we're going to unload these, but yeah, they are actually highlighted red. Okay, let's hope and pray that they stay highlighted red. So let's go to the crane. Yes, they are highlighted. That's awesome. Still very worried about it considering that one experience that I had, but anyway. Right, let's get in here. Quite in the right place, that one. Still not quite. So this is what that docked game is all about. It's like so similar to this, but obviously it's more focused on just this one part. So the graphics are way better. Alright, so there's 2 out of the 5 picked up. Drop this down. Alright, there's 2 out of the 5 dropped off. Oh, you can actually change views as well using the C button. That's quite cool. Got that one as well. The only thing is the view obviously, the controls, sorry, remain the same. So we've got a bit of a view over there on the right now. Let's see if we can use that screen. It's not very useful. Alright, 2 to go. Gonna be a bit of a jack of all trades in this game though, like you're driving a huge ship and then you're driving a tugboat and then the next thing you're offloading the huge ship after it's docked itself in a miraculous fashion. Here we go, last one picked up. Let's get paid. There we have it. Right, let's see what's going to happen now then. So, that's a wrap. Awesome work, we got it. She's happy as well. Awesome stuff. Oh, who's this fella? Great job, Theodore. So that's Teddy, isn't it? And then... what's going on? He's taking responsibility for it. The graphics are jumping around between scenes. Ruben here seems to be very chilled out and relaxed. That's it, I think. So normally you'd have music playing here. Obviously, everybody's had a wonderful time. And unfortunately, we don't have the music playing. What is that message at the top? Alright, great. Sounds like he's going to give us a job. Fantastic cinematics there as well. What's happening? Yeah, I must remember this game is early access. We've got a thing there, and we've got a successful job there. So we've got an achievement there. Got a bit of stuff going on. So, yeah, that's the first story message done. We've got a fleet highlighted here, so we've unlocked a few things, although we've only got 12,000, so potentially we can unlock this one. But we do have a couple of other boats as well. So this looks like a firefighting one. This is the tugboat. This is a nice looking boat. I'm not too sure what it does. Oh, it looks like it's Port Authority and whatever those two are. That does the same. So it's kind of like an upgraded Port Authority boat. And this one looks like it's an upgraded fire boat with more options. Alright, cool. So, yeah, again, we've unlocked a few more things on the compendium. Fantastic. And that's it, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please do hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please do subscribe to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, obviously I'd love it if you'd go ahead and do that, because that would just help me out so much. Hit the notification bell to be notified of up and coming videos. What I will say, guys, hit me up in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, guys, please do take care of yourselves. And I will catch you guys again soon.